Yo, what's up, everybody?
Going on.
What's going on?
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
What up, bruh?
What up, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drinking there, Steph.
Huh?
What you drinking there tonight, buddy?
I got a Gatorade Zero and a coffee.
There you go.
Oh, mixing it up this week, huh?
Yeah, man. I worked out in the rain all day today, so I fucking
Ooh.
don't feel like drinking. Yeah, it was not. I had a bunch of stuff I had to get done, so and yeah,
The life of an adult.
yeah, yeah.
An
Never fun,
adult
dude.
business owner.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah. Imagine doing that for a living.
Yeah,
Guys
same.
getting some cooler weather up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was on Saturday morning. It was 47.
Wow.
It got up to like 70, and now it's like, I don't know, 50 at night and like high 60s during the day. So it's nice.
I'll be
I
right
like
back.
it.
Beautiful weather there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah, I like it. You know,
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
but,
nice.
TJ, didn't you guys have like
Going
a
down,
heat wave
TJ?
since it got cold again?
Say that one more time.
Didn't you have like a heat wave for a little bit? Like, was it
Yeah, it was
last
like
week?
fucking 90 fucking degrees.
It's 90
yesterday.
degrees, right?
Monday, it was like fucking 90 degrees. Now it's so cold, my fucking feet are cold.
Nothing like living in the north, man, where it's always fucking
Yeah.
something.
Wake up in the morning, you need a fucking snow boots and a fucking winter hat, and by noon, you're fucking undressed
Right.
down to your underwear.
Yeah, I'm looking for a break though, dude. It's been fucking brutal. We've been getting a lot of rain. I don't know about where Jacob is, but we've been getting fucking Like,
I
our
think
summer-
Jacob turned his camera off.
yeah. Our summer came late. Like usually from the beginning of summer to 3/4 of the way through the summer, we get rain every day. And it was a dry beginning, and now we're getting rain every day, which is good. We need it, you know. But
Right.
Yeah, we were in the same boat. It was like I don't think it rained in July or August. Then it's just all it's done is rain since like the last week in August till like now.
Mhm.
yeah,
It just rains every day.
I am so fucking tired of fucking YouTube, dude.
is it fucking us up again?
Yeah, dude, we had like 14 people watching. It went down to one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because they keep
And-
kicking the stream. They keep kicking it because it kicked me out twice on my phone. So.
I don't fucking understand it, man. I do not understand it. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
It happens every single time. It kicks people out, and if you're watching it on your TV, it's a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? Your phone, you just hit, replay or whatever.
Refresh.
But
What are
Yeah,
we
it's,
gonna do when we get that big deal with DirecTV?
No,
Keep-
we're fucked then. We're fucked then. You know what I
Hulu.
mean? Yeah, we're
I don't know,
fucked.
we'd make a bunch of money if we just did a fantasy football podcast. Apparently, those guys just get a billion views this time of year.
Well,
Right.
this is the thing that bothers me the most about this is it's not like that intro music is not the same every fucking week.
Right?
It's every fucking week it's the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like why interrupt the stream for people? Then make them reload the fucking stream. You know what I mean? It's like fucking stupid.
No, why don't we just start it without any intro? Just go. Like, go.
Although the
some
guys
pirate-
really like the intro, man. You know what I mean?
I
Everybody
know,
really
man, but
likes
we
it.
just, why don't we throw the intro at the end?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, okay, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
just come on like pirates and just, go
yeah,
for it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'll do then. Well,
You see how
all the money I spent on that fucking shit, we're just gonna throw in the shitter because YouTube's a
Right.
piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Well, what if you start it and then 30 seconds in, you just do the intro? You know what I'm
Because it's
saying?
gonna boot everybody off.
So it doesn't matter when you play the intro.
Yeah, they'll just kick everybody off because they want to copyright fucking everybody. They want to copyright strike everybody. You know what I mean? That's what YouTube wants to do is copyright strike you. You know what I mean? So it's what it is. What it is. It seems to be happening more now that I've monetized the channel. Now that I've monetized the channel,
Now
they
they're
want to.
watching, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking with me every chance they get. So I don't know. It could be a lot of things. It could be my internet, but I mean I can't upgrade that anymore. I already fucking pay too much for that. So maybe I ought to buy a new router, and maybe that'll change things. A high speed router, maybe I should do that, and just because I have the the top of the line router from the cable company, but it is like 7 years old. Maybe I should just buy a new one of those.
Probably something better out there by now, I would think. 7 years, you know.
Probably. It's a good chance. What the fuck happened to Jacob?
I don't know, taking a poop or something? I don't know.
Sky really,
Hershey kisses into
Sky
the
cramps
toilet.
my fucking style big time, dude.
Getting a snack. Who knows what he said?
Yeah.
No, I had a phone call I had to take, sir.
You don't know
Sorry.
anybody that cool, bro. You're not that important. I don't believe that you had a phone call. I feel like you're lying to us.
No, I really had a phone call.
He said, no, I really had a phone call.
If I wanted to go get a snack, I'd say, hey, I'm going to get a fucking snack. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to come up with reasons why you'd be gone. Seemed probable.
He had a donkey.
No, if I had to drop trowel, man, I'd say, man, I got to go let one loose. I'll be back.
He's getting ready for tool. Yeah, he's getting ready. Brian said he's getting ready for tool time. He's had to go check his script. Are you ready this week for tool time with fucking?
Well, as long as you heathens keep your mouth shut and let me freaking do what I'm supposed to do.
All right. With that, hey, with that said, with that said, it's time for tool time with. All right, Jacob, go ahead.
Hey, what's up? Another week with Tool Time with Jacob. This week we're going to talk about the Maker Mini extension pull. Let's see. I'm not fully ready because she kind of spurred it on me, but it's a super compact pull. It's only 27 inches whenever it's collapsed.
Like my wiener.
And when it.
Sorry.
Oh, of course, yes.
You didn't say
Yes,
flaccid,
I would know. You send me those all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
When it's fully extended, it's 8 foot. 5 sections.
How's the girth, Jacob?
It comes in at a whopping 1.49 pounds.
There you go.
Do you need that in ounces or grams?
Ounces. I would prefer ounces.
23.84 ounces.
Nice.
It's a little heavy. Comes with an Acme tip and a wood column.
Mm-hmm.
It's very lightweight. And also, you can get an add-on section for it, which adds 3 feet of length. So it's like a nice extension, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is it strap-on or add-on, you say?
Add-on.
It's an add-on. Add-on. And then WCR has a sale going on. It's 20% off.
And how do they get to the website?
Go to squeegeelife.com. Hit the WCR banner. It'll shoot you right over to windowcleaner.com. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you,
Check it
Jacob.
out.
Oh, Jacob.
Hey, that was tool time with Jacob.
Plus.
A plus on that one, dude.
A+.
Whoa, we got a pro.
Well, you said it's either get the shit right or get gone.
Yeah,
So, you know,
yeah.
I
It
had
was
to-
either that or you're going the way of the Tim Tubers. We're fucking getting you the fuck out of here.
Oh, I didn't notice that there's a nice little intro for the tool time.
Oh yeah, dude, I fucking dropped some coin, man. I dropped some coin, made him his own intro and everything, man. I wanted him to
dope.
feel like he was part of the team.
He is.
Of course I am.
Unleashing ounces and pounds and girth and everything.
Yeah, girth.
for it.
You even got the girth, which I like the fact that you added the girth into it.
Yeah. I think that slot machine thing that spins around needs to have at least one Mr. French.
Dude, man, like I said last week, I'm really surprised that you didn't have something to do with this until TJ be like, I'll put Mr. French in there.
TJ's the artist like that shit. I just the fucking idiot that makes stupid shit and sends it out and tries to make somebody laugh. But
Yeah.
it's all good, brother. I think that was
It works.
so. If you can at least do that every week,
We're good, dude. We're
we're
golden.
good, brother.
We're gonna be on
Dude,
Spotify before you know it, dude.
Yep. Now,
Dude,
No,
we
allow
are
him-
so close to the fucking Joe Rogan $100 million deal. I can taste
Right.
it.
I can smell it. They're fucking spying. on
25
us.
mil a piece, baby.
I
We're
got
gonna be
drones
rolling
flying
in the
over,
dough.
yeah.
I mean, that's chump change for Seth, but still a lot of money
Yeah,
for us.
Yeah, man. You know,
So, dude.
Yeah. Hey,
he's always bragging about his Olympic style pool and his
Dude, that thing
Five.
is green as shit. I need to clean it before
Bro,
I close it.
dude, mine's a fucking pond right now.
I haven't cleaned it in like 3 weeks. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck.
me neither, dude.
As soon as it got cold, I was like, fuck this.
I got a hot tub that just has the cover on it. I haven't taken it off in like months,
Ugh.
so the water's probably all green and nasty.
You should take a
Well,
little
I
dip
can
in
tell you
the
now,
sun.
make sure, Seth, that you shock the shit out of that bitch. Get
Yeah.
a winterizing kit, winterize it before you cover
Yeah.
it. It'll make, instead of having to fill it up every fucking year, that fucking sucks, dude. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna pull
Just
all
buy a
like
55-gallon drum of fucking SH and just freaking dump it. in that
Glug, glug,
motherfucker.
glug, glug, glug.
yeah.
Dude, it's pretty easy. You just take all the jets out, take out all the packing stuff there. You know,
Oh, you seem to have this down.
Yeah, well, I mean, I opened it, so I kind of figured what I had to do opening was close to the same thing closing the pool,
KT,
so.
if you want a high modulus pole, I would suggest a Squeegee Life pole from windowcleaner.com. I'm not being biased.
Check it out.
It's really good. It's really nice. There's a couple left. You
60,000
need to buy
views,
them.
and there's still those poles laying around.
Ah, there's still a couple.
Go.
We only allot them for special people.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just anybody who has the money to buy it.
Yes.
If you want
Qualification.
a
The qualifications are money.
you gotta let WCR know that Squeegee Life sent you for the Squeegee Life
Yeah.
bowl.
Well, I got to tell you this. I mean, I'm making nothing off of it. You know what I mean? So it's all done and over with. Just buy it.
Just buy the shit.
Yeah, just buy it, man.
If you buy one, tell your friends about it.
Yeah, it comes apart at every section, so you only have to use what you need to use out of it. It's ultra high mod. Essentially, it's a destroyer cut down, is what it is, KT. I don't know if you know what the Zero Destroyer is, but that's their top of the line pole, and it is that pole chopped down section wise. It's the top 4 sections are 3 foot 7 inches, and the bottom 4 are 4 foot 7 inches. So it's super duper rigid, super light, super rigid, and it's super rad because it says Squeegee Life on it.
And it comes in what size?
It's like 30 feet.
30 feet.
30, 32, something like that, and all the zero extensions work for it. You know what I mean? So you can put high mod extensions on it. So it's good to go, man. It's dope.
Yes, check
Chicks
it out.
dig it, chicks dig it.
Windowcleaner.com.
Yep, chicks dig it. It's nice. Yeah.
Is it a colored pole or is it?
Ah, it's not colored. It's just black. It's regular old black pole.
Nice.
Regular old black.
It's
But did you guys see?
poles of color, all right? It's not colored pole. It's poles of color, all right? Come on, guys.
Oh man, well then this pole is perfect for you, KT. It's perfect for you, man. It's perfect. I mean, it's unfortunate that you're driving a Tacoma, you know, because that makes you like Eddie Stewart.
Yep.
But
A Tahomo.
hey, what do you guys think about?
Well, they both live in Texas and they both drive Tacoma.
I
So,
caught
I mean,
me
what
off
does that tell
guard.
you?
It wasn't even that funny. It was just like he just came right out with it. A Tahomo.
I really laugh.
Well, what do you guys think about old DeSantis dropping off everybody at Martha's
Fucking
Vineyard? What a
stellar
fucking
badass.
savage, dude!
Fucking badass, dude.
Did you see
Dude,
Did you see what they were saying about him?
Dude.
Oh yeah, and then he lit them up. He
Dude, it's so
fucking lit them
ridiculous,
up.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
those
a-
white women in Martha's Vineyard thought they were in a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
No, come on, and they're just waving and shit. And I'm like, that's the most Martha's Vineyard fucking
Oh
shit.
my god, dude.
Speaking of Eddie Stewart, that day,
Mm.
the next, like, he was sending me freaking
Oh,
memes.
memes. There's
There's
so
like
many
this-
Martha's Vineyard memes. Yeah.
There's like a dude and a lady holding guns.
Yeah. They changed him
yeah.
into Obama and
Yeah.
Michael and
Michael.
Okay, cool.
Dude, I'm a believer. I'm sorry. That's a fucking dude to me. When you see him
That
dancing on Ellen,
is a stretch for me in the conspiracy theory realm. I like the idea. I want it to be true.
dude,
I don't know.
dude,
Listen, dude.
Watch the video.
Are we gonna deny that those old pictures aren't a dude and that
That's
that
right, and
dude,
it's the
that
same
Michael
fucking
dude
dude?
and Michelle don't look the same? Are you telling me that
Yeah.
those are not the same
I'm
person?
not saying that. I'm saying this sounds like the moon conspiracy, and I'm
No,
saying,
dude. Hey, I'll tell you what. There ain't a
Later,
moon
Ryan.
between her fucking legs. It's a fucking fat ass hog. She got a hog between her legs, though.
Like,
That bitch
Hog.
is a
Marcus sent me a
fucking
lot of those
hog
swinging
leg.
videos, and I'm like, is
That-
this guys real?
dude. That bitch is a tripod if I ever saw it. Man.
Dude.
You call her Big Mike at home?
big dude, he said my husband Michael. He said that.
Yes.
Obama
I
said
haven't seen
that.
it. You guys got to send me some stuff. Then, 'cause
This
I know
dude,
nothing
listen,
about
all right.
this.
I'm gonna
I don't
send
send
you
you
the
those.
video.
Listen, I don't send you those, Seth, because you're always like, I don't believe in conspiracies.
Yeah.
There is
I
a
do.
TikTok. There's a TikTok going around where Obama's giving a speech. He said, "Me and
Yep.
my husband Michael." That's what
Yes.
he fucking said,
Yes.
dude.
You
Yes.
got to send me it. I want the link.
That's
I
that's
wanna
what
watch
we
it.
call a Freudian slip.
Yep. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, you got to search for the video where she's dancing on
Mark
Ellen.
said,
Okay.
Mark said we cut our own glass. Leave, bro.
Oh, I'm
Birds are
sorry,
drones,
you
man.
It's my bad. I know that Polish people have to cut their own lawns. But I don't have to do that. As a free Scotsman, I can do whatever I want.
I just let my goat eat that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
I am Seth of the Bias clan, and I don't have to cut my own grass.
You need an
No.
end defender for my Zero Micro. Well, we are sponsored by WindowCleaner.com, but if you contact Chris or Alex, I'm pretty sure they'll either send you an end defender or a section, one of the two. They'll do one of the two for you, I'm sure. But I would say most likely send you a end
An
defender.
end defender.
Yeah. If you're from Texas, you ain't even got fucking grass, do you?
Is it the when you say end defender for what section?
Yeah.
If it's for the last section, they'll just send you a butt cap.
Butt caps.
Yeah.
Butt caps. So the world's supposed to end
Yeah.
To
coming
see
up.
what this
Saturday.
is.
Saturday it's supposed to be done. Thanks, I got my own plate.
Is that not the worst thing you've ever seen?
No, thanks, kid. I got my own plate. Dude.
I'm just saying. Well, anyway, to get back to it, Seth, I'll send you the video if I can find it. There's when Michelle Obama was on Ellen, and they were dancing, and she had like going on. Dude, there was something moving in there.
Definitely something moving.
It was definitely.
Was it Captain Winky?
I called the auto parts store, and they said there's definitely a radiator.
I
hose
wish
in
you
there."
guys could. Our fucking private fucking stream is our fucking Voxer stream, dude. You that is so
Dude,
bad.
that thing that I just sent, my dad posted that on his
Oh
Facebook.
no, dude.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, old man?
Oh my
That's
God.
something my dad. That's something my dad would post. I don't understand the whole. I don't understand the whole Little Mermaid being black thing. It doesn't bother me at all. You know what I mean? Because it's not.
I don't
First
give
of
a
all, it's
fuck.
not real, and that just makes it even more unrealistic because black people can't swim.
No, they have an extra.
I feel bad for laughing that hard, but
I mean, she should at least she should at least be wearing a shower cap and some floaties. That's all I'm saying. Like
Water wings.
some water rings and a fucking yeah. Listen, I don't feel like nothing I said right there was pretty bad. That was fine.
no. Has anybody seen the meme though, where it's like it's supposed to be a Martin Luther King movie starring Mel Gibson?
My favorite is the one where dude is like, there's fucking dude. They take the Lord of the Rings and they make everybody black. That one's fucking hilarious, dude.
I haven't seen that.
Fucking He-Man black. Just there's so many. It's so fucking funny, dude. Hilarious.
T-Man?
Yeah, T-Man. Yeah, it's fucking great. It's just so. I mean, the people that are pissed off that the Little Mermaid is black, like, find something else to do with your fucking time, man. It's honestly,
they
dude.
ultimate Karen.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
God.
like whenever the Goliath grouper, you know about this, Mark, 'cause you live in Florida. They changed the name to the from the Jewfish to the Goliath grouper, and everyone got like, and then like I seen this thing on some Jewish guy, some Jewish whatever the hell he is, whatever they are,
Orthodox?
he was like, yeah, he was like a Jew's version of a preacher is. Pardon my ignorance. He basically was like, "Who cares? It's a fish."
Yeah.
Right.
You know, why is everyone getting in an uproar about changing the name of a fish as it says Jew?
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Well, so many things are like that. You know, football team, baseball team.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
what
I
are they
guess-
now? They're the Commanders.
I hate that. It should have been the Washington football team. If you're gonna change it, that was the best name they had going. And then
I'm upset, dude. I'm not upset, but it really drives me fucking crazy that they changed the name of our baseball team.
There you go, KD. You know, that pisses me off. I was an Indians fan for a while. Whenever they were good.
and then the mid '90s when they had all the steroid guys, it was the best. Albert Bell was like snapping bats.
Yeah, Albert
and punching
Bell,
people in first base. Jim Tomey. Probably
Yeah,
my
Jim
favorite
Tomey.
of all time. Young Manny
I
Ramirez.
saw them. Yeah, I saw them play the Tampa Bay whenever they were the Devil Rays at Tropicana Field. That was cool.
Dude, I can name almost that entire '95 team that went to the World Series. That was like one of my favorite. Like that's when you're 10, you're like obsessed with baseball, and that's like when I was 10, and I remember like everybody from that team. Kenny Lofton was a stud. So many good players.
So what do you like to go?
And then he got caught smoking crack.
What do you like to watch better live, baseball or football?
Live, I like baseball better live because it's
Yeah.
not something you have to pay attention to the entire time.
You
can
It's
see
more of like
everything.
environment.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of going to live football games. I'm not a fan of that. I prefer to watch football at home. That's just me personally. Baseball, there's nothing like going to a baseball game at home, though. Nothing better than that.
I mean, it was still cool. I went to a NCAA game, an Auburn game. I thought it was cool to say that I went. But yeah, if I had to choose between the two, it'd definitely be baseball.
Right.
Well, that screws up my Christmas gifts for you and Mark this year. I was going to get TJ football tickets and Mark tickets to NASCAR or Kenny Chesney or some shit. I was going to find some. Oh, I wanted to do something for you guys. It's been a while since we've been on here. And I was like, Browns tickets can't be like crazy expensive.
No,
like,
they're
maybe I
not.
can
They're not. They're not.
Yeah.
Get
who
them
wants
some
to go to
Uncle
the game,
Cracker tickets.
December, dude. Nobody. Freezing.
Yeah, dude. Like I mean, I would go. I mean, I would definitely go. No question. I would go. Me and my brother would go up. We'd have a great time. But like, fuck, dude. It's cold. It's cold in the sea, and that stadium is right on the lake. I mean, when I say right on the lake, I mean right on the lake. Like
Yeah, it's
Really?
Berkeley. Like seriously, it's like you could like stand up on the one side of the stadium and throw fucking shit in the water. That's how close it is to the fucking
parking
water.
lot is like right on the
Yeah,
wall.
it's
like,
right
People
there.
chunking,
Yeah.
people chunking your stuff over the wall, dropping into the lake.
I don't know if they're doing that, but
Good thing they don't serve bottled beer, do they?
no, not in Cleveland. Well, they just banned a guy for life for hitting the owner in the head with a water bottle after. Dude, I see their fucking frustration though. I mean, to be quite honest with you, dude. Like Jason said, how do you play prevent defense and let the fucking receiver get behind you? Dude, our coaches, our defensive coaches fucking, dude, his scheme is so fucking bad. When he first got here, we had a safety on the team, first round draft pick, Jabril Peppers from Michigan. They had that dude fucking playing 30 yards deep. He was playing 30 yards deep safety. 30 yards! That's how far away from the play he was. The dude is a fucking joke.
Yeah, it's aggravating to watch when your team does I don't know. I mean, I have Matt Patricia running the offense for the Patriots. That guy's a moron. Like, dude sucks so bad. They're like, oh, he's going to take over for Belichick when he retires. I'm like, kill me now. This guy he sucks, dude. He's so bad.
Yeah, well, we don't want to talk about football too much.
No.
Mark will die.
Right.
Mark, we don't want Mark to die.
Well, what about Mark? Do you like
I go to
baseball?
football. What?
Do you like baseball? Like, do you go to games at all? Like, ever?
Yeah. Look, when my wife was working for the beer distributing company, they had a company seats.
Mm-hmm.
So every year, they would give her the Patriots Dolphins. They usually open season Patriots Dolphins here.
Oh, okay.
So we got, really good seats and everything, and we go. Nice. Is that you, Jacob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
You just look like a cat taking a shit, like stuck and emotionless. Like,
sounds like that gerbil skeleton is gone, huh?
Yeah, it finally came out.
So I think, honestly, the experience of it, for me, the tailgating and, kind of partying in the parking lot and enjoying the game. It's not something I would want to go to 5 games a year. I'm not that into it, but I enjoyed it. But baseball, as a kid, I used to watch. My dad used to take me to see the Miami Orioles, which is the farm team, and that was a lot of fun. Because these college kids it's probably like college football. They just, they're out there so young and fucking just crushing the ball.
yeah, those are fun, man. Yeah, it's like you get all the spring ball games down kind of your way too.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's fun. That would be a good time.
yeah, yeah.
Like, so where the Patriots Stadium is here, it's like in a fucking neighborhood. It's really weird because it's like out in the middle of nowhere. It's almost in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And so it's like on this like one little road called Route 1. And one of my buddies has had tickets for years, but he also owns a storage container right on Route 1. So we could all park in there, and he opens it up. There's like a full bar that he built in there. So there's TVs, there's a bar, so you can like pregame and be warm. And like half the time, if it's too cold, he's like, screw it, we'll just watch the game in the storage shed and like not go into the game. It's great.
Yeah. But bad seats at a football game, and then you got guys sitting next to you watching on a little TV or on their phone, and I'm like, really, dude?
Or they're hammered.
Yeah.
Helmets with beers in them,
Yeah.
Deal with that guy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I really enjoy going to preseason games in the summer because that's really cool. But other than, like I said, it's not a bad experience. I enjoy it. We'd go up there and go to tailgating and shit, of course, you know what I mean? Next to the Bills Mafia, the Muni Lot's fucking, infamous. The Browns fans know how to tailgate, you know what I mean? So Bills Mafia is a little bit better. We don't be jumping through tables and shit like that.
Something.
Dude, I
think the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Ooh, I like that take.
I don't think I'm going to win a fantasy game this year.
If you would fucking like shuffle your players around, like you played Sunday. Last week you went up against Nate, on my buddy Charlie's son, and he's like, this dude's got people starting that not even fucking playing. I'm like, I know, dude. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't even know.
I guess it's been so long since I played, man. It's like I'm looking at projected points that they're supposed to make. So is that not accurate?
No, usually there might be a mark next to them that says out, like an O or
I know that. If it says questionable or out,
Well, you also want to pay attention to how the opponent they're playing against is ranked. So a guy might be projected this because of his previous stats, but he might be playing the number 1 defense in the NFL and not do shit. You know what I mean? So you got to watch out for that too.
And it was weird because I looked and it said I had like 100 points and he had more than me, of course. And then I check it again. It says I have 88.
Oh, really?
Well, sometimes your defense can start with points, and then you lose points as the defense lets up points. So you could have had 100 and then lose points, too, if your defense sucks.
Well, that's fucking horseshit.
Basic stuff like that. Dude, Buffalo is the craziest stadium I've ever been to. Like, when you go there, like, I've gone to Pats games because it's cheaper sometimes. You don't wear your jersey there. You will get fucked up in the parking lot. Like you will.
Yeah.
I've seen people screwing like right there in the parking lot. It's wild, dude. Campers, people like jumping off of them, starting fires. Like it's nuts.
I've never been to that, but I can tell you right now, the Brown Stadium's pretty fun. Now, when I was younger, like if you went to the dog pound and you were wearing a fucking jersey of the opposing team, dude, it didn't. Dude, there were full-grown men screaming at little kids like "fuck you, asshole, asshole." I'm just like, dude. I mean, I don't condone that behavior, but I mean, like, whose dad brings their kid to a fucking Browns game, sits in the dog pound, and fucking wears a Steelers jersey? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You know better.
I did see that one guy who was sitting in the dog pound section. It was a TikTok. He was a Ravens fan, and he's just walking up, being like, "Ah!"
Yeah,
It's like a sea of just people pissed.
Well, the Ravens are a little bit different for me because, what's up, Glass Mikey? The Ravens are a little bit different for me because that's my squad.
Well, yeah, that was your team.
That's my team. That's technically the Cleveland Browns. That, you know what I mean? Technically, but we kept the name and all the records and all that shit, so we have no claim to that anymore. But technically, that was my squad. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We've started anew. We fucking suck so bad. The Steelers are probably going to beat us tonight. I wouldn't doubt it if they do. They're going to be up for it. Our team is a fucking I have a feeling shit's about to go real bad, dude.
They should have beat the Jets.
They should have beat the dude. If our defense does not play well tonight, I don't see our defensive coordinator staying around. I don't see how they keep him because the defense is underperforming. You have 3 or 4 number 1 draft picks in the defensive backfield, and we get fucking torched constantly.
And you have a Hall of Famer at defensive end. Like,
we have two. We have a future Hall of Famer, Myles Garrett, and another number 1 round fucking stud, fucking Jadeveon Clowney on the other end. You know what I mean?
You guys should be sacking everybody.
Does Beckham still play for the Browns or no?
No. He's not picked up. He's still dealing with an injury. He doesn't have a. Well, he played for the Rams last year.
I thought he played for the Browns. So it shows you how much I keep up with football now.
Yeah. The Browns are the turds of the league. That's a good way to fucking make me not like you, dude.
Yeah, Will, come on now. Let me piss TJ off, not you. It says nice things about you.
The Browns are fucking. I mean, they're not.
He's a Houston Texans fan.
But in all reality of things, Browns are a fucked up franchise. That franchise is fucked up. But I'm a hometown guy. I'm never gonna root for another fucking team. I'm a Browns fan. That's the way I grew up. That's the way I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna jump ship. I ride or die as a Browns fan. I'm loyal as fuck. But I mean, I got the brownie fucking tattooed on my fucking arm for fuck's sake, Yeah. So I mean, I'm a Browns
hardcore.
fan. Yeah, I'm diehard. They're just it's dysfunctional as fuck, dude. They gave a fucking like a serial massagist like fucking like Captain Rub My Wiener fucking $265 million guaranteed.
Yeah, he's gonna be nasty though.
Huh?
He's gonna be good though. He's gonna be real good.
You think so? I don't think so. I don't think. Dude, he's gone almost 3 seasons without playing fucking football, my guy.
I don't know. Deshaun Watson though, man, that guy he's another level guy. Like I've watched him play a lot of games. Like him throwing 4 touchdowns in a game is not like abnormal. Right.
If Cleveland can hold it together until he gets back, if we can keep a decent record until he gets back, look the fuck out.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Look the fuck out.
So
you guys are there.
Something stupid question, but so it's Miami Dolphins,
Trubisky, Jason.
New England Patriots. What exactly is a Brown?
They're named after after Paul Brown.
And he started the team?
Yes.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Back in the 60s, the Cleveland Browns were like the best team in the world. Nobody could beat the Browns back in the day. That was before the Super Bowl. They got a bunch of championships. Jim Brown, Otto Graham, Lou Groza. There's some fucking badass motherfucking players from the Browns. You know what I mean? Some Brian Sight. They were they were a really good franchise, but it's named after Paul Brown. Paul Brown got fired by I think it might have been Art Modell. Art Modell got rid of fucking the hoodie. I mean, the guy's a fucking idiot. But anyways, so once they fired Paul Brown, he went down to Cincinnati and started the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Bengals, their stadium is Paul Brown Stadium. So, football's a big deal around Ohio, man. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but the first forward pass was thrown on Cedar Point Beach. The beach right here in my town, there's a plaque. Newt Rockney threw the first forward pass, because before then they didn't throw forward passes. The first forward pass ever. The forward pass was invented on the beach of Cedar Point in my town in Sandusky, Ohio. There's a big fucking bronze plaque and everything, and it's fucking dope, bro.
American football was like really almost like rugby for a long time, and then it evolved.
The reason why the Football Hall of Fame is in Canton is because Ohio is football, man. I mean, I don't even need to mention the Ohio State Buckeyes. I don't even need to bring that up. That's just
he lives in Sandusky.
I live in Sandusky. I live by Cedar Point. You could see the roller coasters from my house.
Yeah.
Touchdown Browns, baby! Amari Cooper.
Damn it.
I told you, dude. I told you. He's about to get nasty, dude. He's going to be nasty.
I started Kareem Hunt over him. Damn it.
Kareem's got a few yards, I think.
Yeah, he's got a
I'm from Sandusky, Will. Born and raised, man. But yeah, dude, it's a storied franchise. I mean, we don't have any Super Bowl wins. We gone to a couple fucking everyone's like nowadays like hates the Steelers and shit. The team I hate the most and I will always hate that's the Denver Broncos. I despise the Denver Broncos because the Denver Broncos stopped us from going to the Super Bowl twice. The Denver Broncos were fucking mad nasty. They broke my heart when I was in the 80s. The Denver Broncos, John Elway broke my heart on more than one occasion. He's a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So a lot of dudes.
For me, that's Eli Manning. You know what I mean? He broke up the perfect season with that garbage ass team. Fucking pissed me off.
Fuck you.
Did you guys see that shit on
Seth?
Yeah.
That Will, if you're gonna be in Ohio, if you're gonna be in around that area, man, where's Will from?
He lives in Chattanooga.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be around Sandusky, man, hit me up and let me know privately if you're gonna be up here. Maybe we'll meet up now. We'll go out to lunch or something.
Yeah, Will's a good dude.
Good dude. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad that he's a good dude.
I was gonna tell you, Brissett's a game manager as fuck, but he'll keep you in every game. Like he 100% will.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude, to be honest with you, man, that last week that fucking game was all the defense, man. That was the fucking defense. That wasn't the offense. It wasn't Chubb's fault. When Chubb went in and scored that fucking touchdown, we were up by 13 points. We lost that fucking game. We lost a 13 point lead in like 56 seconds.
That's
I mean, that's a total breakdown.
You had like a minute 12 left.
Yeah, total fucking breakdown. Yep, total fucking breakdown on the defense. Total breakdown. But it is.
It's almost
what it is.
Mark's about to have a total breakdown.
I'm fine.
I don't know. I mean, unless people ask questions about fucking window cleaning and shit. Well, we've been doing this podcast for 4 years. There's between me, well, it used to be over 100 years experience, but not anymore. We got Jacob now, so I got 19 years. How many years you got, Seth? You got 20 years.
I got 20. Yep.
So that's 40, and how many do you have, Mark?
35.
35. That's like 75 years of window cleaning experience here. You either take advantage of that or you don't. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to get on here every week and be like, this week we're going to talk about how much soap to put in your bucket. Like this is just us bullshitting. We're window cleaners. If you got questions about window cleaning or window cleaning tools or everyone knows just to ask. You know what I mean? So ask the questions. If you want a question asked, we're pretty good about answering them. Everyone knows how to contact me. If you want a certain topic.
AskTSqueegee@gmail.com.
Yep.
I got a question for you, TJ,
Yeah.
and I don't think Mark would do this because of what he does for work. Do you believe in yard signs or no?
No.
You think they don't work?
I think the best. All right, there's a caveat to that. I think the best way to use a yard sign is put a yard sign in the yard that you're working at. When you are a company and I've been seeing it crazy now. Dude, everyone's a pressure washer now, even in my area, which is really weird.
Yeah.
There's just signs, just guys hop out of the truck and stick them in the yard. Nobody is looking at that sign and writing that number down.
No.
You're putting your fucking, I'm going to put a yard sign on the corner of fucking hootie doo and hottie ha, and there's like 4 lanes of traffic. Nobody's paying attention to that shit.
Yeah, I only put yard signs in neighborhoods that I work in that I want to do more work in.
Yes.
And the only reason I do that is so that they can walk by the house, they can see the work, and they can ask their neighbor,
Yep.
"Oh, hey, I saw you had window cleaning. How was it?"
I feel like, I feel like in a residential setting, that's the best place to use it. But if you like set it out on the road and shit like that, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It seems like a waste to me. Plus, there's always those. I mean, I used to be like this when I first started my business. If I seen a competitor's yard sign out on the side of the road, I'd get out and fucking kick it. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Fuck you. Fuck you. No soup for you, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
The only one I get mad about, there's a guy around me, and on the same street my shop, I have to drive by it every day, are 2 of his window cleaning signs, like 500 yards from my shop, and I'm like, I want to take him down, but I'm like, that's a dickhead move.
Yeah.
I'm like, all
It
right,
is.
tough
It
shit,
is.
man.
Dude, let me ask you something. Do guys by you put signs on telephone poles?
Yes.
Like, I won't call someone specifically because they fucking climbed up.
Yeah,
the
I
telephone
won't.
pole,
I won't.
Put their
Yeah.
fucking sign. And it's
I
usually
don't even know how you see it, really.
Yeah, it's usually like a handwritten with a fucking magic marker. You know,
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna
I don't. To me, putting it on like high traffic roads is like.
Yeah,
useless.
this guy's doing credit repair and he's got a fucking sign on a telephone pole. You know?
Oh yeah, Florida's wild like that. You got lots of crazy signs. I'm like,
Yeah.
do you need help with deportation? Like all
Right.
sorts of signs
Right.
when you get down there. It's
Right.
funny.
Throw the flag. He didn't catch that.
Oh, that didn't count.
He didn't catch that fucking shit. I don't care what nobody says. I want to see a replay. Oh, they fucking ran to play super quick. That was way down the field there. That Mr. Trubisky just threw like a 7,000 yard pass, and the dude caught it Odell Beckham style. I don't believe he caught that.
Was it Chase Claypool?
No, Chase Claypool's fucking garbage.
I can't think. What was Pickens then? Somebody.
Yeah,
who the
number
hell else
14.
on that team?
Yeah, the dude's just not good, man. He thinks he's good, but he ain't.
He's not great, for sure.
Well, he came into the league, he was doing pretty good, and then he just he started like getting way too cocky for no reason. It's like, dude, you haven't done anything.
I'm better than
yet.
you.
Yeah, you haven't done anything yet. Relax, guy. Dude talks mad shit. You know what I mean? Hey, mom. Yeah, he was talking mad fucking shit, man. It's like, bro, you haven't done anything yet. You know, like, he's talking about how fucking Cleveland's the shittiest team and this, that, and the third. We came out and fucking shit down their necks. He regretted that. He regretted that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, man.
But yeah, I mean, I think I put up like 30 signs a year. That's about it.
So
And
do
it's
they
really
still
just
work?
like-
Do you get calls from the sign?
Yeah, so the reason I've done it is I keep my CRM is like I keep track of everything. How'd you hear about me? And then I can also see the neighborhoods. Like I have some neighborhoods now that I have 6 or 7 houses in, and I know that's directly from word of mouth and the yard signs I put in the yard every
But
year.
I think a yard sign in front of someone's house that you're physically working at is huge because people driving by a lot of times might say, let's go talk to this guy, or they don't want to get out of the car, but if they see a yard sign, they can just, that's how I got my solar panels on my roof. I drove by and there was a yard sign, I snapped a picture of the yard sign, gave it to my wife, go call these people. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. No, I definitely, like, a lot of times, too, what I've done is, like, the yard sign, the truck parked kind of close to the end of the driveway,
Yeah.
And then now with the water fed pole, like even sometimes if I don't need it on a job, I'll use it if it's a sunny day and people are out, just because they're like, "What's that? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like,
It's
a
the
ton of
same
people
thing.
just
Same thing
look
with the
at it.
screen cleaner. I get
Yeah,
more
screen
reaction
cleaner
out of the
out
screen cleaner than I get anything.
Yeah.
I get more people when I bust out the screen cleaner and I use the screen cleaner at the end of a driveway. I get more people stopping like, "What is that?" "Oh, that's cool. Where can I get one of those?" And I'm like, "You can't." No,
Yeah,
I
but
just
you can get me.
I made it.
I made this.
A lot of people be like, "It's a patent. You can't have it. It's a prototype. It's mine."
Oh,
You
cool.
can't.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. I think, I think it works. Yard signs work if you do it right. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of dudes, like, they put them in stupid places. They're just like places they don't, you know what I mean? I think in front
In
of
the center of a roundabout.
Yeah, well, I would think, like me, I would put it in like a yard of a house I just serviced. You know what I mean? And I would, you know what I mean? That's what I would do. Or even like put it in the yard of a house I'm servicing, and then when I'm leaving, I pick it up, put it in the back of the truck, and go with me.
I think that's a great idea.
That's the.
A lot of
Hold
times
on,
I'll
man, I'll be
ask, I'm
back.
like, "Hey, I have a sign out front. Is it okay if I leave this sign?" And that kind of triggers the like, "Oh, he's trying to get more work in the neighborhood."
Right.
And
Yeah, let me call my aunt.
that will kind of like instinctively kind of make them talk to people.
Right.
And at the end of jobs too, a lot of times I'm like, "If you have any friends or family who need this done, just let me know. I'll take care of them for you."
Right.
And that usually yields a lot too. And that takes, I don't know, 5 seconds.
Have you ever thought about when you talk to the customer like that, telling them, I'll give you 10% off your next cleaning for every referral you give me?
So I've thought about that. I've actually
works for a
found
commercial,
that's more off-putting to people with money, as in like I
Yeah.
want to. They're more like I want to give. Oh, this is my guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like a status. Oh, my window guy, my pool guy.
Yeah, that's true.
So I used to do that, and I got a lot of bad
Coming back,
responses.
bitch. Don't celebrate. Go ahead.
So,
Sorry.
it's really weird. If it's income people that are kind of living on a budget, like an old lady, that may be someone I offer it to.
Yeah.
And half the time I do extra stuff for old people anyways, just because they're old, and I feel like doing something nice for grandma,
Yeah.
But most rich people, if you do a good job and then you kind of instinctively like, hey, like I was going to leave a sign out, are you okay with that? Usually kind of sparks that for me, and that's why I was asking TJ.
Monday I was cleaning. I've got a center up here that I took back from when I got rid of one of the route guys, and it's a shoe store. I've been cleaning it for like 15 years. The guy comes out and he's like, "Man, I'm so glad you're back." And we just shot the shit. And I said, "I noticed you don't seem to be happy." And he's like, "Why? How do you know?" And he goes, "I go, because you used to pay me a year in advance." I go, "Now I have to send you reminders." And he starts laughing. He goes, "Your guy sucks." And I go, "All you gotta do is pick up the phone and tell me what the problem is." Well, long story short, I cleaned him up. He walked out with a check for a year. In
Give it to me harder, big boy.
"I'm glad you're back." And we shook hands. And 2 weeks later, when I go back, he comes out to me and he goes, "There's a frame shop, picture frame shop." He goes, "Holy shit,
Jesus,
that
Jacob.
was good." Is that Jacob or TJ?
It wasn't me,
TJ.
dude. No, it wasn't me.
I think someone. Hey, Jacob. Nothing. Kind of personal question. You don't have to acknowledge this. Did somebody pack some air up in there recently? But anyway,
He's like an accordion, man.
his asshole an accordion. So the guy from the shoe store says I was talking to him next door. I go, "Yeah, we used to clean them. I don't know what happened." I go, "I was going to walk in, but some of these people fired us and they don't even want to talk to me." He goes, "No, he asked, who the new guy is because he saw you." And I explained to him that's the owner of the company. And he says, "Well, tell him to stop in." So I walked in. The guy says, "Just charge me what you used to charge me. Start cleaning them." And so I went back to the shoe store and I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna give you a month." He's like, "What?" And I go, "I'm gonna give you a month." Like, "Well, I paid you for a year in advance." I go, "So now you paid for 13. I appreciate that, because he laid the groundwork for a sale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, the owner's back and he shows up every other week, so we're happy." You know what I'm saying?
I find a lot of times the passive sale, like you just did, is way better. It's not better. It's just I feel more comfortable with the passive sale than like the hard sale.
There's nothing better than walking in knowing you got the job without even having to open your mouth. It's the same thing if you're, I don't know about residential as much, but if I'm washing a storefront and someone walks out to me from a store next door, it's done. It's only a matter of agreeing to the price. And
Right.
If you took the time to stop what you're doing to come out and talk to me, we're signed up.
That's a done deal. 9 times out of 10, that's a done deal. Yeah.
Done.
Like referrals are like that. Like, oh, you did my friend Mary's house. Like, it's just it's a formality of me counting it up and talking to them.
Right.
The one thing I do know that works commercial and residential is you got to strike. For instance, if I'm washing in a center and some guy walks up to me and goes, "Hey, do you do houses?" Okay. Yeah, I do houses. Okay.
Amari Cooper is going off, dude.
What?
Amari Cooper just caught a fucking. Oh, there's a flag. Fuck off, dude.
You guys are done.
I was like,
Sorry.
I knew. I was
Mark,
like,
go ahead. I'm
was
sorry,
like,
Mark.
My brother talked me out of this. I was like, Amari Cooper's going to go up tonight. He's like, no, Kareem Hunt, because Nick Chubb just had a big game. It's Kareem Hunt's turn. And I'm like, fuck. Damn. Sorry, Mark.
No. It's all good. What I'm saying is if you're working at a house.
Oh, he ran out of fucking bounds, this fucking goof. Sorry, Mark, go ahead.
No. And someone walks by and says, "Hey, do you have a card?" You got to lock them then, because it's a impulse thing. They see the neighbor's getting the windows cleaned. I'm going to get his card. But the better way to approach it is, I'll tell you what, let me get to this point. I'll be by your house. Where do you live? What's the address? Okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Stop what you're doing and go lock it, because if they think about it for a couple hours or you wait for them to call, forget it. It's not going to happen. 9 times out of 10, it's not happening.
Yeah, a lot of times, too, what I'll do in that situation, especially, like, a lot of times I'll get stopped on bigger commercial stuff that I'm doing for residential. And I go, well, I take 5 minutes. What kind of windows do you have? How many do you think you have? I'm like, we charge this much per window. We just get this minimum. And I kind of, like, give them an idea of price and see if they are either, like, just being goofballs about it, or if they're serious. Right. And I'm usually in $100, usually, unless they really don't know what they're talking about. And a lot of times that's how I'll lock them in, because I'm like, sometimes it's hard to leave. Like, they're like, oh, I live 3 towns over. You're like, well.
Yeah. Well, with commercial, it's pretty easy, though, because I never tell them a price, but I'll be like, we have a $25 minimum per cleaning. So if your store is like the size of this, it's going to be $25 a shot. How many do you want? If you're going to go weekly, we can do a little less than $25 a shot.
Right.
That's where we're at. Is that?
That's where I'm typically at too. Is like $25, $30 minimum. I'm not getting out of the truck for any less than that.
Yeah, that's my minimum is 25.
I don't care if it's 2 fucking windows or whatever. Yeah. If it's 2 windows or 6, it doesn't matter. It's $25. I don't care. Yeah. Now, like you said, if it's gonna be something where you're doing it every week, I would consider dropping the price for that. You know what I mean? But it's all about the convenience for me. I'm not gonna go out of my fucking way 20 minutes to fucking do a fucking $10 job once a week. I'm not doing that either. You know, so it is what it is at that point.
Those are the things that you always have, like when right down in the same plaza from where the shoe store is, I have a breakfast place, right? I'm not a fan of little breakfast restaurants because you got to be there early. They're usually a pain in the ass, and so I start cleaning up this breakfast place, and the lady comes out and she's like, you're supposed to come here every week, and I'm like, no. I said, you're twice a month, and she's like, no, it's supposed to be every week, and I go, hey, you pay what, $50 plus tax, right? And she goes, yeah. I go, we have a $25 cleaning minimum. I said, that tells me right now that originally you're set up for twice a month. I go, now, I won't double your price to go to weekly. I said, but we gotta increase it. And then she's like, well, what about all the mirrors? And I'm like, the mirrors are not included for $25 a shot. Right. I go, those mirrors are going to take me a half hour.
Well, they always, no matter what in this business.
They see a new face. Yeah,
they're going to see a new face. They're going to try to get whatever they fucking can out of you. You know what I mean? Whatever they can.
Yeah. Yep.
It's unfortunate, but if they see an opportunity to try to take advantage of you, they're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what KT says. Then have a bi-weekly route, right? Twice a month or bi-weekly all day long. That weekly shit will fuck you up.
Weekly is tough because I do like all of my 90%, 99% of my restaurant gigs are weekly. You know what I mean? And
yeah, mine too.
But that pays handsomely. I mean, I don't do. I mean, that pays well. You know what I mean? And not only does it pay well, but I've been doing them for fucking almost 20 fucking years. So it's kind of like automatic.
I have a Ruth Chris steakhouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost $600 a month. And one of my guys, Eddie, was cleaning it, and I'm like, I go in there to do the high glass, and the guy's like, I'm not really happy. And I'm like, well, tell me, what on? He's like, your guy comes in here, he does wash the outside, comes inside here, he does the doors, and he'll just open the blinds and check a few things, wipe the sills, and then he goes out the back door. He goes, I've seen him do it like 3 weeks ago. And I go, don't worry about it, I'm going to take care of it. So I cleaned him up, and the guy pays like a clock. I mean,
yeah.
How do you? And I go, you got to think of it simply. I'm like, Eddie, they're paying $125 a shot. You got to give them a fucking hour, you idiot. I don't care if it needs to be done or not. You have to spend 1 hour there each time. Each time you got to be there for an hour. Or else the guy's gonna get someone else for half the price.
Right.
You know.
Well, even if you're not there for an hour, just if it takes you a half hour, just make sure everything's fucking done.
Right.
I shouldn't be wiping.
I shouldn't be.
I shouldn't be fucking wiping a 1/4 inch of fucking dust off the top transom over the fucking door. You know what I mean?
You've been to those restaurants. The manager's he's handling phones.
Mm-hmm.
He's dealing with shit that happened yesterday. He's got deliveries of vegetables, produce, meats, and everything. He's signing tickets.
Mm-hmm.
People are coming and going. The prep cooks are cooking. The last thing he's watching is he doesn't want to babysit you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Just do what you're paid to do there.
You
know what I mean? And the more aggressive you are cleaning it every fucking time, the less amount of work you got to do to get them clean any fucking way.
Right.
So it's like when I do my Wendy's weekly, I could fucking go in and out of that bitch in like a couple minutes. I mean, I really don't need to clean them every fucking week, but I do it anyways. Now there's some things I might not do. I might not do the drive-through windows every fucking time because they don't need it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm there, I'm doing them all the time, you know? But you just gotta, you gotta, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna skip them fucking for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta use your fucking head. You gotta use your head. Some dudes, that goes to that adage that Mark always says that nobody's going to care about the business the way you care about the business.
That's right. That's right. Well, what happens is they go there and they get away with it one time. Okay, look, you're late for your next account. Touch it up and go, and you're going to get away with it. It's when you do it 3 and 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Look, Ruth Chris Steakhouse, the one I clean, has roll-up blinds. You got to push a button, and they automatically go up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The customers, and no offense, TJ, but we all have it. The customers in Ruth Chris are not the same as customers in Wendy's. They're not throwing pickles on the fucking windows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
you're right.
A job with blinds, okay? Even if they're up, the people aren't putting their fucking hands all over the windows like they are in a Wendy's, a McDonald's, a Burger King.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not so much the customers. It's Ruth Chris. You're less likely to have a bunch of snotty-nosed fucking kids running around acting like assholes.
With crayons. Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
I'm going to smear ketchup on my hands and then make handprints.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember.
Do pickles stick to glass? You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Dude, we had, when I worked with my dad, we had a restaurant here. It was like a Denny's, but it was called Wags, right? And my dad picked up a whole district of Wags. He was so excited. And then all of a sudden they came back and said, you got to do the Wags on Fridays. And we're like, okay. We didn't realize Thursday is kids eat free. Okay?
Yeah.
Dude, and guess what happens when the kids walk in? They get a piece of paper with a fucking 4-pack of crayons. And they never color the paper. They color the fucking windows. You know what it is to get crayons? Not even real Crayola crayons, but the cheap shit.
The wax. Oh, dude. It's beeswax. It's just fucking, you're not, I mean, you just, oh, my God. Little fucks.
Well, let me ask you, have any of you ever surfed? Jacob, you might have.
Yes.
I have not.
Okay, so I don't know anything about surfing, but I know this. I used to clean a store called Island Water Sports, a surfboard store, right? And the surfers would come in and lean the whole front of the store was glass. So they lean the surfboard up against the glass. And I'm like, I go there, dude, ammonia, razor blades, nothing would cut. They put this wax on a surfboard, right?
Yes, sex wax.
Soft. Sex wax. You could dig your fingernails into it. Dude, that shit just moves across the glass.
Yeah.
Jelly. It
I
never
can imagine.
comes off the glass. And I'm like, so once I figured out what it was, after like 3 months, I'm going to the guy, look, I can't get this off. He's like, that's sex wax. I go, oh, and then he has a big drum of it. They're like 50 cents. It's like the size of a hockey puck, right, Jacob? It's like a hockey puck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about like this big.
Now, keep in mind, this was in the
Hockey puck.
90s. This was in the 90s where there wasn't cameras everywhere. Dude, I bought like 5 pucks of sex wax. It comes in all different colors, right? My favorite one was called bubblegum. It was pink. Dude, I would go to my competition that I didn't like, and I would write Led Zeppelin on the fucking window. Like you could stick it.
Why
on a
would
pole.
you do that?
Dude, I'm gonna ask you. You could stick it on a pole, right?
Why did you?
Soft
Yeah, but
enough-
why Led Zeppelin and not Leonard Skinner?
Because then they would know that fucking hick right there. Is probably
Dude, another passing touchdown by Brissett.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I
I
used
seen
to
it.
take it and put it on the pole, right, and then just go up like where you can't reach, like 10 feet, and just draw shit on the windows, and then I'd go back 3 days later. You'd see where they were trying to scrub it off.
I just missed the extra point again.
Oh no.
It's fucking.
How do you miss an extra point?
Dude, I don't know, dude. He's done it. That's two games in a row. He's done that.
That blows.
Yeah.
Eat shit.
That Woman King fucking movie is fucking hilarious. That story they did this whole fucking movie about this black woman that used to be a queen in Africa, and she was this and she was that, and she's from the Dohan tribe, which was fucking absolutely notorious for selling slaves. They used to keep them on the beach in cages and shit. And people are like, they're now she got into social media, and she's like anyone, whatever about this. It's like, no, bitch. You got a tribe of people in Africa that fucking like went out of their way to enslave their own and sell them.
Yeah, it's believed that between 1 in 4 and 1 in 5 American slaves were from the Dawn.
Yeah,
tribe.
dude, that's fucking crazy.
That's nuts.
That's
It's like
crazy.
25%.
Did you see that woman from England?
Fucking
Roasted that fuck. What's his name?
Lemon.
Don
Lemon.
Lemon.
Don
Fucking
Lemon.
scorched earth on his ass.
Oh,
He's like, people talk, reparations this time. She goes, well, technically,
Yeah, we need to go back to the beginning of this.
go back to the beginning of this, and maybe people from there's cultures in Africa that sold a lot of people. Maybe we should go back to them, and maybe they should pay reparations. And what she said was spot on. I mean,
He had nothing to say. He had nothing.
and
to say.
not to get off on a tangent here or anything like that, but I'm gonna just be honest with you. My family's from the South. Virginia, West Virginia, Tennessee. Around that area, kind of like the Appalachians. The majority of white people back in the day couldn't fucking afford
Yeah.
a slave. You know what I'm saying? Like, to lump everybody into that big category, like most white people fucking, back that nobody was that well off. There was a lot of people that were well off, but it was just like it is now. You know what I mean? There was the top 1%, and then there was fucking everybody else. You know what I mean? Everyone else was a fucking sharecropper. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yeah, you had the 1%ers and the ones that weren't.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
That's kind of a lazy argument, because if you think about it, do we all have to pay for our ancestors? You know what I mean? Like, how far back do we go when we stop? Because every piece of land has been conquered and taken over by somebody.
Yes.
I mean, slave comes from Slavic people. You know what I mean? Like, are they paid? Like, where do you draw the line?
It's the same way with fuck. It was right there too. Oh, and it was a really good point to that. Fuck, Seth. I'm sorry. I fucked you and me up there. Fuck.
No, it's to me. It's just like, you look at like what happened to the Native Americans in this country.
That's what I was
going
to say.
But we didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
If
all you can be accountable for is you.
If you I have some Native American blood in me. It's like 1% of my hair, my bloodline, my DNA. I have like a 1.5% Native American blood, and my grandmother's my mama's grandma was a full-blooded Indian. She was, I don't know what Indian, but she was, I think it was Blackfoot or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it's like what they did, like the smallpox on blankets, like not for nothing. I'm not trying to be a douchebag or nothing, but we didn't know anything about viruses or anything. That like, how did they know to do that? How did they spread? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like that's that. I mean, now they may have done it and just didn't know they were doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, disease ravaged the Native American people. There's no question about that. But the point I'm getting at is, if you want to know about Native Americans and how they handled themselves, read Empire of the Rising Sun. Like,
it's a fuck, man.
Dude, those like Native American people, they were fucking each other up. You know what I mean? They were fucking each other up. You know what I mean? Like, you shot a deer on the wrong piece of land, you was getting your tribe, your wife, your daughters, everybody's dying.
Well, no, it's not that they were savages.
They were savages. No.
They're like every other human being that ever existed in that time frame. I think they were some magical group of people. Is a disingenuous argument.
Yeah.
When Cortez came over here, he was the one who gave everyone all the European diseases. So by the time 300 years later, where we're expanding west, half those tribes have been wiped out from European diseases before.
Right.
And so now they're small pockets. They're fighting with each other. They're teaming up with the French and the English and then the American settlers to take out their grudges on other clans. You know, it's more complicated than people want to make it.
Yeah. Well, it's more complicated than what people want it to be. Reality is always something different than what people want it to be. They want to be a woe is me type of thing. Now, there are. I'm not absolving the colonists and the American government from the things that they've done. They did a lot of treaties and they went back on a lot of shit. You know what I mean? They said, we're gonna do this, and then they're like, you know what, we want more. You know what? Never mind. And then we want more. We want more. They just pushed them. They did them fucking dirty. There were some spots in America. I feel like the Black Hills, South Dakota, and shit like that. They should have stayed. We should have just kept away from that shit. Like, carving them fucking big heads on Mount Rushmore. That was a little much. You know what I mean? Like, it was a little much.
Yeah, we picked the one spot that we were gonna give them, and they're like, never mind.
Yeah.
Here's all the
presents. Yeah.
I mean, there's some bad history, but I mean, that was the way the world was. You conquered people. Like that's it's only in modern history that we don't really do that anymore. Over the past 100 years or so.
The problem now is it's not that we did that and it's part of our history. The problem now is, I see, they want to erase all that shit like it never happened. We didn't learn anything. So you never learn from your mistakes if it never really happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, that doesn't, just because, we're not celebrating it, but it's part of our history that we need to acknowledge so that we don't make these mistakes again. Now they want to fucking rip everything down like as if, and then completely flip it upside down.
I didn't really get the whole tearing the statues thing down. I really didn't get that. I don't understand that. Like Stone Mountain, Georgia, where they got all that, that big carving on the rock up there. I just don't understand. Like, that isn't like promoting any kind of racism or anything like that. That's American history. And, they say that those who do not learn from their history are doomed to repeat it. So if it's not there for people to know about, then,
as a reminder of the past.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we got a George, what's his name? Floyd statue.
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't.
Yeah, it's a weird.
That's real. That was weird for me. I mean, what happened to the dude was atrocious, but to give him a statue, it's just like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Well, and I saw they were giving the statue to that guy who had done all that. They put it on some college campus of the guy who did all those tests on kids for did you see that? It was like this guy in the 1900s. He was like a horrible man. Like he was doing orgasms on kids, on babies. He did this study on this age. This is how many orgasms they had, and they built a statue on a college campus for this guy.
That's disgusting.
What the fuck is going on? I can't remember what his name is. He's a really just awful guy. The more I read up on it, I was like, this guy is a terrible human being. Why are you guys giving this guy a statue on your college campus?
The sexualization of children, I just don't understand that, man.
Well, they wonder why parents are getting irate at school board meetings. I mean, TJ, you still got youngins and you want some some teacher
No.
that you don't know much about teaching Uriah? shit
I
like that?
worry.
Fuck no.
I worry. I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually worry about Uriah coming home and saying something to me about something like that because I know I'm gonna lose my
Yeah,
fucking cool.
gonna go. Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna lose my cool and probably get in trouble. You know, I'm
Yeah.
gonna lose my
Yeah.
fucking cool.
right.
So I just as of right now we have as of right now we have not had any issues like that, and I don't think our school has really. Like, they're not really talking about when all that shit was going on. They weren't doing the whole like we're gonna start teaching this curriculum. They're not done that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we can't fucking.
Well, where was it in Virginia where that guy's daughter got raped and then they moved the kid to another school and he dressed up as a female, went in the bathroom and raped another girl? I mean, I'm like, how isn't someone hanging for this? You
Right.
just affected someone's life.
Right. I don't know, man. We
It's
live in
fucked up.
strange fucking times, dude.
Right.
Strange times, man. Strange times, man. Strange days.
Not great.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I think our education system, I think our government, I think everything is really. I don't see it personally. I don't see a scenario where something like some large mass civil unrest doesn't happen. I got to be honest with you. We're on the verge. I mean, fucking Vladimir Putin's talking about fucking nuking motherfuckers and shit and immobilizing
Right.
half his fucking population. It's like, fuck,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
I
we're
don't
on the
think
verge of something crazy happening,
I
to be
don't
quite
think it's
honest with
going
you.
the way he thought it would. He thought he was going to march into Ukraine and just take it. They're pushing back.
Definitely.
It's crazy. Like watching some of the footage like that people are filming on the ground. It's nuts, man. Like it's. I know here it doesn't feel. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's not. We're not invested. It's so somewhere else that you're just not invested. But it's. Yeah, it's wild, man. That's the fun.
That is the smoothest
Nice
hole
toot.
I've ever felt going in and out.
Toot toot.
Toot toot.
Little wrenching that kid.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. We definitely live in strange times. I'm wondering how this is going to affect our industry as it moves forward. It's going to have to in some way,
It's
shape, or
already
form.
affecting it here in Florida. I don't know what.
I've seen a lot of dudes in pressure washing forums talk on Facebook talking about how shit's kind of wild right now for them. So
Yeah.
You're gonna have to be able to adjust with the times for sure. Like it's. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Jason, that's Common Core math bullshit. They got rid of it here.
yeah,
So
well,
my kids just
my son, same thing. I've never seen a more convoluted fucking. It's convoluted bullshit to make our kids fucking stupid.
Yeah. It's the dumbing down.
Like you
but
got
I
a
think-
fucking problem this long to fucking 2 + 2. It's like get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think a lot of it, and just from what I've heard, is the teachers' unions, and they support, the opposite party that we do.
Well,
And it's in the colleges, it's the teachers' unions, it's
Everywhere.
well, it's changed to help. I think a lot of teachers are misled into believing that getting all these kids through, this is how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of having advanced classes for kids and then you have special needs classes for others,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't like that separation. But it's the way the world.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are just better at other things than other people.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you less, but
Right.
yeah.
it's just I think a lot of people are misled on what is
Well,
actually.
it's like when my younger one was in second grade, going into third. My wife is friends with his teacher at the time, and she pulled my wife aside and said, "Here's what they're going to do with JT. They're going to move him on to third grade, whether he passes second or not, and then he's going to fail the FCAT test. There's no doubt he's not ready for that test, and they're going to hold him back." So I'm like, "Yeah, watch this." I go, "He just needs to be taught differently." And we ended up putting him in a private school with 6 kids in this fucking class. And now he's a fucking stellar student. He's acing he stayed through 11th grade, and he said, "Dad, I really want to go to public school."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got him into the regular high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're gonna watch this. I said, because I want you to finish what we've started here. I go, so your mom's gonna be a pit bull on your grades, and you know what?
Mm-hmm.
He went into that school with so many credits. His senior year, he has a math and English, and everything else is electives. He's got automotive. He's got weightlifting. I'm like, dude, you have nothing to do but get good grades.
Right.
And he is.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Because he kind of outgrew his issues, his
Right.
ADD. But they were.
You
they
just
didn't
learn
give a
different.
fuck, dude. They didn't give a fuck. When I was in school, the teachers. My brother's is a teacher, and his wife is a teacher, and of course they feed their family based on being teachers, okay? But they also love to teach children. You don't see that very much anymore. What you see is someone there that's just wanting to get a paycheck.
Right.
Doesn't give a shit. They didn't give a shit about my fucking kid.
Mm-mm.
You know
Most
what I'm saying?
don't.
No, they don't. They don't.
It's a shame.
And there's one thing, my opinion, again, you're going to teach a fucking third grader, a second grader that it's okay that he could identify as a girl or a fucking
Yeah, that's
unicorn or
that's
whatever.
really weird. I don't know if that's so much a problem for me as first of all, putting that in their heads as a teacher. That's not your job. The only thing that troublesome about that is like parents that will give kids hormone blockers and shit. I think that's super weird. You know what I mean? Because they're not
Beyond weird, yeah.
they're not I mean, what they feel now is something they could feel completely different once they hit puberty.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Well, it's funny. The people having those arguments are the same people being like, "Well, we need to have student loan forgiveness. These 18-year-olds didn't know any better. They don't know."
Yeah.
Hormone
It's
blockers.
everything's a contradiction with that, Seth. That's a
Yeah.
fucking very astute point you just made right there, dude.
It's just fucking. It's wild.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
That's
either
fucking
people
yeah.
just nuts. Like, what is it?
Yeah.
And that's when you know it's bullshit.
That's just
when
the
you know,
same
oh,
way. That's just
This is white women who've had too much time on their fucking hands to make everything feel special, and that's our fault too for just letting it happen.
yeah, letting them fucking women fucking vote and do all that shit fucking.
Come on, no vote.
You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. But it's the same thing that
Are
goes.
you
You're adult enough to join the army, fight a war, and make the decision to kill a person, but you can't drink. Like, there's like a lot of contradictions, man. A lot of contradictions. I'm on a scooter watching. What's up, Mark Darnell? You fucking pimp.
Pimping since been pimping.
Yeah, pimping's been pimping. Yeah, I don't. It's really difficult to like. I see the point of some shit that they do, but there's some things I don't. It's like, man, you're pushing too hard. Especially like with the abortion issue and the overturn of Roe v. Wade. You guys, they brought that on themselves. I mean, making it okay to abort a child at 9 months is really weird. We'll make the baby comfortable. Like, that's really weird, man. Like, you guys just pushed it too hard. And it's some fat blue-haired bitch that couldn't get pregnant if she tried anyways. Nobody's trying to fuck you anyways, you pig.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a question.
Have kids anyways.
Has anyone tried annual pricing for storefronts, kind of like a subscription service?
No.
I have not.
No.
No.
The problem, Corey.
And let me say, just for my area, weather would be a concern for an annual pricing because you may not get the services that you're paying for.
Yeah.
There's a chance
exactly.
that there's always extenuating circumstances to that.
Yeah.
And you could open yourself up to some shit. Like, well, you said you're going to do it this many times and you didn't do it this many times. You know what I mean? Then you're like,
Give me my money.
yeah, it's going to be,
Like,
yeah.
First of all,
It's
look,
hard. I do annual contracts for certain customers. Like, I'll clean their gutters twice a year and either wash the windows or wash the house, and I give them a group price. So I knock like 20% off, but they pay me up front in the spring, and then I do the work. Now, this isn't a new concept. Other guys do this.
No, but
type
that's
of-
also different because it's residential, and anyone who's
Yeah,
in commercial
I'm just trying to
work
think
knows
of like something that's
the turnover rate
Mm.
in commercial window cleaning is way higher than someone who owns a fucking house.
Yeah.
You know, if
Yeah.
you went to some guy and he was selling his house in 6 months, that he's going to go, well, I'm not going to be here in 6 months, hopefully.
Yeah.
So that's not going to work for me. As far as the stores go, okay, first of all, you'd have to give them pay for 11 and get the 12th month free or something like that. I'm not interested in discounting my service.
Right.
Number two, like that guy with the shoe store, he pays me for a year in advance. I don't give him a discount. He pays me for a year in advance. Guess what? When I need shoes, I'll go buy shoes from the guy. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's a restaurant, I'll go eat there.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
Yeah. And another thing is, a lot of people, and not always, I mean, but if you had that shoe store for 10 years, you might be able to get them to sign up for something like that. But there's a good chance that people have been smoked in other things, and it might not even be expensive, where they pay in advance for something and they don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I have a lot of customers that they don't want to process a credit card or send a check, you know, for $25. So I say, well, we'll just bill you quarterly,
Right.
$75 at a shop, but the first 3 months is up front.
Right.
Are you cool with that? Yeah. And then after that, I'll carry you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We're good.
That's the way I kind of run it. Like, I've got a couple of customers that are like $25, you know, a cleaning, and it's just
Yeah.
like, man, you know, she's like, do you want me to pay you a processing fee on a card, or, you know, I have to write you a check every month? I was like, well, we
Yeah.
could just every 3 months, but as long as you pay the first 3 months up front, we're cool, and then I'll do whatever after that.
Yeah.
You know, the honor's the same way with residential. The first time I clean your house, you will pay me when I'm done, or I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
After you pay me the first time, we can do the honor system. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
but
we're
that
cool.
first
Yeah, I've
cleaning,
never had a residential customer not want to pay me.
I've had trust me.
I chase it all the
I
time.
chase checks all the time.
Well,
I
I
used
guess I've
to.
been
I
lucky.
used to chase checks. The last couple of
because
years,
you're
I
not
stopped doing
strictly
that.
Residential. That's why. If you were strictly residential, you would come across them, like I'm sure Seth does, and Seth has a lot of high-end clientele.
Yeah, I used to chase checks all the time, and now I was just like, I opened up a Venmo, a Cash App. I got my PayPal account. I accept payments with Square. There, you have no reason not to pay me.
Not to pay you.
You have no
I'll
reason.
have a lot for me. Why I chase is because I have employees. So
You have to.
they're not as diligent as I am
Right.
in getting paid. They'll like a lot of times people will leave while we're there.
Yeah.
And then he finishes up. He's like, I'm not waiting for the check. I'm like, yeah, we'll
Let
just
me ask
call
you
him.
something,
Right.
Seth. Do you allow your employees to see the invoice price?
Yeah, their pay scale is pretty much they know. I mean, my guys are salary, but they know their salary is dictated on the amount of work that they
and
get
how
done.
much revenue they can
Right.
generate.
Yeah, I mean they're very conscious of like the way I've structured it is like, hey man, I look at the end of the year and I saw what you did. If you're way outperforming what I'm paying you, like, well, now I got to talk to you. Like,
Right.
I pay my guys. I'm not trying to win. So for me, having them see it helps them because they realize they're like, hey man, this job is underpriced. You know what I mean? Like for you, I
Not
know.
only that, you can judge if they're underperforming at the end of the year and say, hey, you
Yeah.
know, this isn't. you
Well,
need to
that's why
step
they'll
it
tell
up.
me if the job's underpriced. Like, hey man, I just did 3 jobs in the same neighborhood, took this long, and this lady's a pain in the ass.
Right.
And she added this, and they're like, that's where I like flag them in the system. I'm like, all right, this person isn't worth my time.
I don't
or-
think
Right.
construction companies are some of the worst. I think construction companies are the worst people to work
Yeah.
for. I don't think it could get any fucking worse than that. You know what I mean?
I have one guy-
getting money
absolute-
out of a fucking contractor for a construction clean.
Forget
Fuck
it,
you,
Forget
dude.
it. Dude, I
Fuck
had
you.
one- You could stop me if I've already told this story because I do.
No,
that
you go
sometimes,
ahead.
but a very high-end home had 3 windows
Mhm.
that were recessed in drywall. You couldn't see them from the inside of the house. You could only see them outside of the house, and it was a design change, right? So, and this is like a $15 million, 20,000 square foot. So, I get a phone call. I go down there. They have 3 windows that are scratched real bad. I look at the windows, and the back of the window is painted black. Okay, like the silver part of a mirror. And I'm like, I turn it around and I look at the front, and you see all these scratches through the paint. And I'm like, all right, you got to explain to me what's going on here. They said, well, they're recessed in drywall.
Oh yeah, you told us last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Or the
so
week before.
a
Oh
painter-
yeah. That's you're right.
The painter decided to take
I'm
80
right.
grit sandpaper to the window so the paint would stick.
Mhm.
So I ended up, I said, I took one of them with me. I said, let me see how these are going to come out. I scraped all the paint off. I fixed the scratches, and brought it back to him. And he goes, okay, that'll work. It's perfect. So I sent him a proposal, and he calls me and he goes, or no, he responds to the email, and he says, I don't know why you sent me this. I don't need it. I said, every job that my company does over $100 gets a signature, no matter what it is. I go, and don't be offended when I tell you, you're a contractor. That we normally don't work for contractors. I said, but I saw the severity of this, and you had to get this done. I said, and you came highly recommended from the current window cleaner that's working in place. He referred me. I said, so I'm going to do it. I said, but you need to sign off on this. And it was like a $700 job. And I'm like, I just don't understand. I go, I got to protect myself. And the nice thing was, dude, I grabbed the other two windows, brought it back, and then he called me, and he's like, I see you dropped the other windows off. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, why don't you come back? And I'm like, everything okay? He goes, yeah, I got your check sitting here waiting for you. That's a rarity with contractors. He's like, I appreciate the service. You came, you picked up these windows twice, because I took one the first time. You dropped them back off. I didn't have to chase you, and that's the way every contractor should be. But 9 times out of 10, it's just like doing subcontract work. You know how many times you see on Facebook, you say, oh, this janitorial company called me up. They want me to do a series of banks. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck getting paid.
Yeah, dude. It's I have one contractor I work for. I'm actually doing a house for him tomorrow. He's the absolute greatest contractor ever. He builds the same house. He bought like all these houses on this like row. There are all these cottages right on this beach. And every year he gives me one. And he's one of those guys where like when the outside is completed, he pulls all the stickers off the outside. So there's not a speck of paint, nothing. And then on the inside is the only time where I pull stickers. It's between $1,100 and $1,300. I always tell him, I'm like, hey, it's right in between here. I'm like, that's what it's gonna be. And then like I'll take a peek, when I get a chance. He books it. I go and look at it. I'm like, hey, Mark, it's $1,150. He leaves a check underneath the sink, and he leaves the house with a key, and he's like, have at it. I know you're gonna do a good job. And there's not like this construction cleanup is like wiping sills. Like I don't have to scrape silicone, nothing.
Right.
It's like
I've never ran into a single construction cleanup like that in my entire career. not one.
He's the only guy. He's the only guy I've ever even seen do this.
I did one this year in the spring, and we all know how this spring, it was really like, there was not a lot going on this spring. You know what I mean? Everybody was worried about spending money. I was like, I'm going to take this job. Dude, fuck me. There was like, this house sat with the fucking windows open the whole summer before. It had spiders and bugs an inch deep in the fucking windows, drywall dust, paint everywhere. I was just like, what did I get myself into? None of the plastic had been peeled off. It's been on there for fucking almost 2 years. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. I roasted that dude on the price. Then he tried to fucking not pay me. I'm like, no, dude.
You know what it is? I've yet to do any kind of cleaning like exactly what you're talking. And you look at it and you're like, oh, this is going to suck. And so you give them a high price and then you get it. You still don't make no fucking money on it.
No.
Well, because you're sitting there like, what the fuck? Why am I doing? Every fucking construction clean I've ever done or started to do, I fucking walked off. Yeah. That's just how much I fucking hate it.
You go to lunch and never come back.
Dude, they suck, man. I had one guy, like, there was piles of stuff in the cells, and I was pissed. He's like, I'm not going to pay you for, extra for this. I'm like, all right, cool. I brought an air compressor in, opened up all the windows, and just blasted. I didn't care where it went. I was like, all right, cool. You want it out of the sill? I'm like, none of this is my problem now. I hate.
You know what it is, though? Once a contractor has to pay somebody to remove scratches or damaged frames or any of that, they usually learn their lesson. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it costs, they're like, oh my God, $4,000 to fix these windows, or you can replace them for $12,000. What's it be? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And those are the guys that you can go back and work for, because the next time you go, the windows are protected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. When I started my company, I've told this story. I did construction cleaning on houses, little ranch-style homes, and this contractor, this is 25 years ago, dude. He would take diesel fuel Okay, this is before Windows came with Blue Max. A lot of times the Blue Max comes from the manufacturer or a clear film on the glass. He would take a pump-up sprayer and he would spray diesel fuel on the outside windows. Okay? And what does that do? It dries like a gel. Okay? Any stucco, paint, anything, it doesn't stick. So the first time you go there not experienced with cleaning that shit, you're like, oh, now my tools are trashed. That mop cover's going in the garbage. You know what I'm saying? But you come back with a pump sprayer with Simple Green, fucking saturate the entire house, windows, and then come back with a garden hose. It's home run. It's a fucking home run. Now they don't do it anymore because it's probably illegal, especially in Florida because the groundwater to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I think spraying diesel fuel on windows is probably illegal somewhere.
Yeah, I would say EPA is not a fan of that.
I like the move though. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, with my full-time job, I work in a bunch of houses. They're multi-million-dollar houses out like right on the water, the Gulf of Mexico, and we work for mainly two specific contractors, and they just the people who do the construction cleanup. They're not even window cleaners. They're just like got these little 1-inch razor blades, freaking just dragging like literally on these freaking expensive ass fucking windows.
Yeah, but
they're full of scratches.
A 1-inch razor, dude. Now, I'm not saying it.
You'd be
happen.
Surprised. Every freaking job I've been on since I've been doing this for 3 years, what I'm doing now, every fucking window is fucking scratched the fucking back, dude.
Yeah, some people don't give a fuck. Like, I drag my razor back and forth on glass all the time. You just gotta not be a fucking asshole. You know what I mean? You just gotta not be a fucking idiot.
You gotta be able to laugh as you're doing it, you know?
Well, listen, man. I mean, if you scrape enough windows, you know instantly. You know instantly the first time that razor moves an inch on the glass, you know, I can't scrape this window. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's not difficult, guys. It's really not that difficult. I don't do it depends. Like most times, if I see if there's solid shit stuck to the glass, I'm scraping it. I'm not scraping it and zero padding it. I'm not doing all that fucking shit. I'm not doing all that.
You're not doing the Steve-O method?
Well, Steve-O, I think Steve-O has something implanted in his brain from his childhood that he's a little over cleanly. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't think he's doing that on. I think
saying
that's
he's
just
Howie Mandel.
No, but what I'm saying is
possibly
I would
lightweight, kind of.
I'd like to watch Steve-O when he's not videoing and he doesn't know you're watching to see if he does that shit all the time.
No, he does. I think he does.
Yeah?
He's anal. He's anal. You know.
I feel like he's a creature of habit.
Yes.
He has a routine, and he just
not talking smack about Steve-O. Love Steve-O.
Like I'm a creature of habit too. Like I use that zero scrubber, or not the zero scrubber, the fucking, what do you want to call it, the IPC fucking dealio, the Technopad. I use that on occasion for some stuff if the window's kind of really funky, like scaly, but 99% of the time, if it needs, like, if there's shit on the glass, my mop's not getting off, I'm just using a razor. I'm a razor guy. You know, I scrape windows. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but you don't scrape windows on the Wendy's that you fucking clean every week.
No, because sometimes I have to. I mean, but
yeah,
not.
Sometimes you have to.
There's a couple of spots here and there.
Dude, I don't care who you are, and I understand the residential thing is going to go twice. Mm-hmm. But when I see a guy soap up a window, then take a bath towel and detail the edge, then take a Scotch-Brite pad to it, then runs a razor over it, then soaps it again, then takes another towel and goes around the edge, and then starts squeeging. I'm like,
that's too much. That's too much. Yeah. That's too much.
Dude, the results are not that much better. You know what I'm saying?
No, it really, like, that's overkill. That's maybe once a year on a job you might have to do something like that. Like if it's
but how much time does it take to go back and redo a couple windows because they had a little something extra on them versus doing that to every fucking window? You know what I'm saying?
So sometimes it's like a new customer and it's been 20 years.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah,
that's different.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't do that. I use it. If I need a razor blade, I just use a razor blade. That's like
99% of my window cleaning is reoccurring maintenance jobs. So That's why I don't relate to someone that has a 12-step fucking process to clean a fucking window. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
No.
like a lot of dudes' commercial work is fucking a little excessive. Like, there I do have that one, like that one that right next to the waterfall. There's just it's so close to
That's different.
it's the water. You know what I mean? I've got to get the hard water off. I have to fucking, there's so many bugs and shit. There's bug shit all over the windows. I have to do it there. But I drive up 10 minutes up the road and, Qdoba's, I don't have to do that at because, I'm there once a week and, after the first time I washed it and scraped it, the likelihood of me having to wash it and scrape it like I did the first time is I'm not going to have to do all that 12-foot step process. I might have a booger on the glass, I'll knock it off and then boom down the road, but I don't scrape every fucking window. That's just like overkill. It's overkill. Like you got way too much time on your hands. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah.
But some dudes like, for Steve-O, for instance, he's a creature of habit. You know what I mean? He's got a certain way he likes to do things. I wouldn't say
there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
wouldn't say that it's overkill for Steve-O because Steve-O is pretty efficient window cleaner. You know what I mean? So there are guys, there's a ton of them on fucking TikTok and YouTube that think they're like they think they're Steve-O and you're not. You're not.
No, not only that though, but it also depends on your area.
Bath towel
What
boy.
you get for window cleaning in South Florida, Seth gets better prices up there, so he can afford to spend more time there. You know what I'm saying?
We share, just so you guys know, we share your videos in our private group and we laugh at you. You think you're Steve-O and you're not. You're not Steve-O.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Well, I think sometimes it's weird, like
super weird, man.
like on storefronts and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know, man. It just seems over.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a little much.
I don't know.
It's a little much.
I look at the job and what I'm doing. Like a lot of times, if I'm going to have this customer for forever, like if this is going to be someone for next year, I'm going to scrape every window anyway, so that next time I come, it's super easy. I'm just cleaning
Now
once.
you own it.
You're
Now
making
you
your
own it.
job easier, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm taking care of all the bullshit that was on there in the first time. Like I'll lose this time and then win every other time afterwards.
Yes.
Oh, I love
But what if you do all that and not retain the customer for next year?
Then someone else gets lucky.
That never happens. Never.
Never happens for me either.
Like if people have paint and all this bullshit, and then you come through and do a perfect job, well, why are they going to get somebody else to do it?
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not. Now
And
they
if that's
trust you.
if that's the case, that's not your customer any fucking way. You know what I mean? Fuck that guy in particular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The window cleaning is I was just getting ready to say that, Corey. Window cleaning is all about turnover. The quicker you can get to the next one, it's about volume in a sense. You know what I mean? It's
Is this the
you don't want to make $300 on one house in one day. You want to make fucking $600 or $900 on 3 houses in one day. That's what you want to do. You know what I mean? You want to
there's money
maximize
in
your revenue.
glass if you clean it fast?
Yeah. Okay, Perry.
Yeah, it's a $3,000 fucking an hour brush.
Yeah. Speaking of brushes, I thought we were. Did you download Telegram?
Yeah, I got it.
I didn't hear nothing either.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Larry
I have
contacted
Telegram.
me- Larry contacted me 2 days ago and said I need to get. He's like, "Hey, old fuck, you need to get Telegram." I'm like, "Here's my phone number. Just fucking call me."
Yeah.
And he's refusing to call me, and I'm like, "What is this fucking Telegram thing?" You know? And then my kid's like, "That thing uses a lot of memory on your phone."
Yeah,
go,
I wasn't. God damn, I wasn't too thrilled about downloading it either. I was like, man, this is a lot of memory, dude.
Yeah.
So okay,
I had it for.
I'm gonna use it for its purpose, and then I'm deleting it.
And I still have it
Okay,
on my
so
phone.
answer
And
this:
I'm using
Is it like a video chat thing? What?
Yeah,
what
I
is-
think it's like that, and like a messenger, like on Facebook, but it's super secure. Like
Okay.
they can't use your data and none of that shit. They don't do that on Telegram.
Okay. Only because I like Larry.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I did it. It's because
Yeah.
it was Larry asking. I was
For
like,
anyone
okay.
else, I'm not probably, and I'll probably do just like you.
Yeah.
Delete that shit when I'm done.
Yeah, he didn't want to Skype because I record Skype sessions or something like that. Maybe he's worried I was going to record something. But I mean, if that's what you're worried about, I'll just screen record on my phone now.
Yeah.
Fuck you. No, I wouldn't do that. But I mean, like, I get the secrecy and the worry and all that stuff. I understand all that, but I I'm not. I'm the least of your fucking worries. I'm not gonna. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not an idea thief.
Yeah, I don't do that. I have no urge for that. You know what I mean? Whatsoever. I don't have
We know a few of those.
any ideas to to make window cleaning more efficient. I could care less. You know what I want to do? Windows and then go home. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Like
My slacks, my integrity lags.
Every time. I heard
I don't miss that dude at all.
Is that shit still around at all? I mean, I don't
know.
He's disappeared. He's busy making fucking flashlights.
I can't.
Fucking work
I can't foresee.
COVID
I can't foresee that dude. Like there's. I feel like as time goes, there's going to be more people coming along doing the brush thing and the pull thing, and you know you're just gonna find better products, and it's just gonna he's essentially has like there's gonna be better stuff coming along, you know what I mean, with people with more integrity than what he has, you know what I'm saying.
He's back to selling computers.
Yeah,
you buy this today, I'll give you the free inkjet printer.
Yeah.
And probably with like quality control made, maybe in this country,
right,
stuff like that.
I'm gonna make this in this Chinese factory and not pay attention to how it's made.
Yeah, he does.
But I'm gonna sell it to you now and gets fucked up.
He could care less about fucking any of that quality control stuff.
Give me my money.
That's the last thing he's worried about.
Well, I sit here and drink this vodka and smoke opium.
Smoke opium. He probably does.
I would venture to say that that's a very good possibility. That dude fucking does the opiums. Or was doing the opiums, you know what I mean?
He definitely smokes poles for sure.
Pole smoker.
Pickle sniffer.
Pickle sniffer.
Crikey.
It's a wallaby. Dude, you're getting a demo.
Dude, you're getting a cell. That dude's in jail. Or he was.
No.
The Dell guy. Not
Who's the guy?
Not shit stains.
Oh,
You don't remember the commercials?
I do, but I can't remember who the guy is.
He's just
Like,
a blonde. I don't remember his name.
face. No, I can't picture his face.
He kind of looked like you with blonde hair.
So
without
handsome.
a beard.
So handsome. Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Handsome guys go to jail too. What did he do?
I can't remember exactly what he did to get thrown in jail. It was something fucked up, though.
It usually is. Like, you got the subway guy in there for being a pedo. Like, you know what I mean? A Skinner dude. Skinner.
I'll bet poor fucking Jared. That guy doesn't look like he could defend himself.
Oh no, he's fucking, dude. He's
taking it.
Yeah, dude. He is someone's. Yeah, dude. That dude's. They don't know. Yeah, you don't know if they when he farts, it sounds like he's a fucking like yeah.
A pancake slides up.
Yeah, his booty hole's blowed out, man. His shit's blowed out. It's blowed out.
His ass gasket's fucking blown.
All he did was eat subs and get fucking thin. And he did that stupid shit.
I think he was doing that all along.
You know what he's eating now?
That's not like a thing you fall into. It's something you've always been.
Mm-hmm.
Is a fucking creep.
Yeah, that dude.
That's like on Harold and Kumar. Come in here and eat your cock meat sandwich.
Yeah, that fucking guy. Yeah, he's got no fucking teeth. They broke his teeth out of his head, and they are fucking his mouth and his ass a bunch. Like, a bunch.
They tattooed titties on his rolls on his back.
Yeah, that dude,
the
that
funny
poor
thing
guy,
is,
man. Ooh.
I was at the NASCAR race in Homestead with my boys and my brother back when he was in the force.
Mm-hmm.
And Jared was there, did an appearance at one of the...
Really?
Like, you know, they always have a concert there. You know, they bring in a local band or whatever. And Jared went up there and did a speech, and it was like 2 days later they locked that motherfucker up. I was like, oh my God, there's Jared. You know?
Dude, I don't know, man. Hopefully we don't die of nuclear war or a solar flare before the next podcast. That would suck, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck, dudes. Thank you to all of our sponsors, fucking windowcleaner.com, American Window Cleaner Magazine, Zero Products, Maker Products, Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber, all of our Patreon members. We really appreciate all of y'all. I'm waiting for these fucking stickers to come in. And then I'm going to mail it. I got a bunch of shit I'm going to send out everybody. Like, everybody keeps asking for stickers. So I'm like, I got you, dog. I'm going to take some of...
That's fucking Jersey's fault. That's Sticker Club and all.
No, like, Damien, like, he's got a new car, so he wants some Squeegee Life stickers, like, the old school ones, So I got a bunch of
don't put
those.
Squeegee Life stickers, all your fucking 20 Squeegee Life stickers on one fucking
Well,
car, Damien.
Well, I only gave everybody like 2. So, fuck you, Jacob, you fucking bitch.
Check out squeegeelife.com.
Yeah, go there, buy things from me. I'm gonna get the shirts up soon. I've had some shit going on. I've got,
shirts, towels.
I got some new designs that you guys have seen. Some that you guys
Get
haven't.
you a fucking beer stein.
Yep, they'll be up there. They'll be up there soon.
Click the WCR banner. Hit up windowcleaner.com.
Buy some shit.
Sales going on over there.
I'm gonna get I'm gonna get all of the new designs. I'm gonna get in hoodies. I'm gonna get those some new hoodies up for options because it's getting chilly out. The window cleaning history shirt is gonna be up there soon as well. It probably won't say window cleaning history because I can't get anything printed on the sleeves, unfortunately, but it will have the front and the back like it's always had. So I tried to work out a deal where we could get that design right there on window cleaner or on Squeegee Life, but I don't think that's gonna it'd be hard for me to give him any revenue from that. I mean, whatever I would make. I mean, like the fucking $3 a shirt that I would make. Trust me. Fuck. So, just because that shirt and the window cleaning history shirt's going to be a little more expensive because the front and back printing is fucking a little more expensive. I'm thinking about maybe even adding like a couple designs for zip up hoodies too.
Like a jacket.
Yeah, like a jacket. Yeah, zip ups. Because got some guys like zip ups, but there'll be a few designs that maybe 1 or 2 that'll be available in zip up. But that'll come. You guys will be getting a discount code here soon too. All you Patreon members.
Yeah. Patreon.com/Squeegee Life. Check it out.
Yep.
Interested, become a member.
Yep. You guys that don't have your cards yet, your cards are done. Once the stickers are all in, I'm going to send everybody stuff. That way everybody gets cool shit. Cards will go
Yeah,
out.
this is a TJ was in his
That
wallet.
was actually in my wallet for a year before I gave it. I only had one left. I was like, oh, I got to give him this one, I guess. So I punched it out and gave it to him. But yeah, man, we'll see you guys next week. We may or may not have a guest. If you want to be a guest on the show, man, reach out to me, man. Come on the show and we'll do it live.
Yeah, and I got a little teaser next week. Next week, I am gonna go over every color Scotch-Brite pad and what's safe to use on glass and what's not.
Cool.
Because there are plenty of pads out there that damage glass that guys are starting to use that I saw online. So we're gonna go over all the grits, what's in them, and what to use and what not to use.
Awesome.
So come see us next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Later. Appreciate it.